Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salute and peace to the brothers pushing the truth throughout the four corners. I'm gonna be doing this video on this little post, or this little blog post I came across recently as I was going through my studies, looking up different information and certain words that stuck out to me. So at this website, omniglot.com, they deal with like different alphabets from different languages, stuff like that, speech, text, and definitions, all sorts of other things. I just thought this article was interesting because it basically backs up what what we teach here at a Great Millstone under the tutelage of the apostles and the elders. Basically, how you got to be able to look up words, and if you come across certain scriptures, man, to really understand and get the true essence and the true understanding of the particular passage you're reading, you got to be able to go into those words and really break it down and go into the original text it was written in to get the true meaning of it, right? So I'm gonna read a little bit from this. You can Google it and you can read through it yourself. It has some pretty good information, like some little little Greek root words you see here to give the definition to. But I want to read this one point they have on here. It says, if you enjoy learning new languages or just want to increase your knowledge of English, you'll want to learn Greek root words, and that's basically what we what we say. You know what I mean? If you want to understand the scriptures better, go into the original text. I mean, why is that such a problem for these other groups? IUIC, UPK, and these other groups out there. I don't see why that's so. I don't see how that's off. It says understanding the definitions of Greek root words and how they are used in English, in the English language, will help you tremendously. And these other niggas, these other groups out there, they can use a lot of goddamn help, man, because that's the reason why their doctrines are all broke down and don't make any sense, because they don't have the foundation. They don't have the like literally they don't have the root. You know what I'm saying? And that's why the things they teach don't make any sense, and it's just off. It's wrong, because they basically take the Bible at face value and they just go up the English, but you can't really go strictly up the English all the time, especially with certain breakdowns like the mark of the beast. That's why they can't get the mark of the beast thing, because they just going off of going off what somebody else say. But if you go into the Greek and the Latin and all that, there's no way possible the mark of the beast could be philosophy or an embargo or Christianity, or like Johannes say, the mark of the beast is white women. Where the hell you get that from? That's that. You know what I mean? When you go into the Greek and Latin, it don't say white woman, nigga. Right? It says a physical incision. I believe the word there is charagma, if I'm not mistaken. You see? But if he knew the importance in the true value in knowing these Greek words, maybe they had it. They might have the breakdown right. But we know through the Spirit it wasn't given to them to know the deep mysteries of the scriptures. And I'm gonna skip down to this paragraph. How knowing Greek root words will help you grasp English better. Even if English is your native language, you'll find that learning Greek root words will increase your vocabulary. If you recognize the Greek root words and know what they mean, you'll be able to figure out the definitions of new words, even if you've never seen them before, or see them out of context. So you'll be able to. So just by having a basic understanding of Greek and Latin and all that, you can come across a word you've never even seen before. Like, what the hell is that? But then just by knowing, certain little words like these right here you see listed, you'll be able to break the word down. Now these other groups, you think they'll be able to do that? You think they'll be able to go to go to a new word they never came across and break it down? No, because the people that's teaching them or leading them is not telling them the importance of knowing the original text and language. They say, nah, fuck that. We just gonna deal with the English. You see? Well, according to this post, which this post backs us up. You know, in the Greek and Latin, you'll understand English better. Because it's going to tell you here. English is based off, right? English is based off the Latin and Greek. So these root words are the building blocks of our language. So that's clear as day. That's plain and simple. All right, to understand what you read in English, you gotta have some knowledge of the Latin and Greek. I mean, that is so simple to understand. It's so simple. And then what also kind of inspired this video was the last video I did on the reincarnation versus resurrection Bible challenge, where that the cat in the video, he clearly broke down the word regeneration wrong. You see, but had he knew the importance of the Greek and the Latin and all that, he probably wouldn't. They probably wouldn't have even made that or issued that challenge out, because he would have understood that regeneration and reincarnation is the same word. You see. So yeah, I'm gonna get a couple scriptures on that. But this is a pretty cool article, or I think it's a blog post. I'm not sure when it was posted. I don't think it has a date on here, but you brothers can check it out. You know, it goes into different common Greek words that we come across. Like they got here, auto, we know some means self, bio means life, chrono, time, geo, earth. You know, just some basic stuff. So I'm gonna get Acts, right? Acts 17, because this is spirit, and they actually quoted this scripture in that video, that Bible challenge video that them dudes made. They quoted this, but obviously this don't apply to them because they ain't searching the goddamn thing. This is Acts 17 and 11. These were more noble than those in Thessalonica, and they received the word with all readiness. It's talking about I believe the church of Berea, right? They received the word with all readiness of mind, and searched the scriptures daily whether those things were so. So that's what we do, not y'all, man. And by y'all, I'm talking about you other cats out there, you other groups. We here at Great Millstone, man, we known for going deep, man, getting into the words, looking words up. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for us, wouldn't none of you dudes be using the blue letter and all that? But that's the example that the apostles laid out, man, and that's why our breakdowns are on point, because we understand the power of the root words, man. Right? So it says and that they received the word with all readiness of mind and searched the scriptures daily whether those things were so. So yeah, man, unlike these other cats, we don't just take things for face value. We actually look things up, and we actually see if what's being said is the truth. We don't just take things for face value or just go strictly off the English. If something don't make sense or it contradicts, we get to the root of the matter. Literally the root. Okay, the root of the matter, man. So you gotta be the elders always push us to be scholars, man. You gotta be a man of words. You gotta be a scholarly type of brother, man. You know what I mean? You gotta get into that spirit. It's another scripture, Proverbs 15 and 28. The heart or the mind, right? The heart of the righteous studieth to answer, but the mouth of the wicked poureth out evil things. So yeah, it says the heart of the righteous studieth to answer. So that's what we do. We study to answer various questions, certain rebuttals, given by whoever. And part of studying to answer is going into those other words. Like when somebody asks us about the mark of the beast, right? They ask us about the mark of the beast, or they ask us about Cornelius, or they ask us about the rape issue, or the 12-year-old girl, 13-year-old issue thing. We show you, we break it down, go on the scriptures, break it down, but then we go into the Greek and the Hebrew and the Latin and all that, and we show you, look, this is the true essence of it. You know what I'm saying? Like the mark of the beast. See, we'll read Revelation 13. You know, we'll break it down, but then we'll show you that word mark, right? We'll show you that word mark in the Greek and show you that it's charagma, and we break it down, and explain it that way, and then it'll make sense. But these other groups, they'll tell you that nah, it's off to go into the Greek, it's off to go into the Latin. You know, it's a doctrine. I believe it's one of the niggas from IUIC said. I think he said it's if it's somebody's if somebody's going into another language, they're bringing the doctrine. No, nigga, if you're not going into the Greek and Latin, you bringing the doctrine, because you're trying to deceive the people by not giving them the true essence of the passage you're reading from. All right. So again, Proverbs 15:28, the heart of the righteous studieth to answer, but the mouth of the wicked poureth out evil things. And that's what these other cats is doing by not breaking down the scriptures right. They're pouring out evil things, man. Them evil things is what's going to cause their followers to fall off. You see, it's going to cause them to fall off. And this is my last verse, and I'm gonna close it out. My last scripture is the prologue in the book of Sirach, right, in the Apocrypha. And I'm gonna start in the middle of the paragraph here. Let's see. Yeah, right here. It says, "Wherefore, let me entreat you to read it with favor and attention," talking about the Holy Scriptures, right? Read it with favor and attention, "and to pardon us, wherein we may seem to come short of some words, which we have labored to interpret." I mean, it's right here. See that? That's what. See, they did that back then. They came across certain words that they didn't understand, and they went to their their lexicons and stuff like that, and they went and they looked up, broke it down right here in the Apocrypha. See that? Right there. Which we have labored to interpret. For some things other than Hebrew, see that they have the Hebrew here. For the same things other than Hebrew, and translated into another tongue, have not the same force in them. So this article I read earlier, right? It backs up what it says in the Bible. See that? So yeah, the things in English, they don't have the same force that the Hebrew has, right? We should know the Hebrew is the ultimate root language, right? The Hebrew. It says, "And not only these things, but the law itself and the prophets and the rest of the books have a small difference, wherein they are spoken in their own language." You see? So bottom line, man, you gotta be a man of words. You gotta get into the Greek and Latin. It's a must. There's no way you can break the scriptures down properly without going into the other languages like the Hebrew, Greek, and Latin. Plain and simple. Ain't no getting around it, period. All right? So with that, I'm going to say shalom.